Hello and welcome to the Drishti IAS. This is a special session for Drishti IAS and I am Ritu, and today's session is about introduction of prelims examination. As you already know that many of you had appeared in 2024 and many of you had qualified this examination also and preparing for the mains examination. But unfortunately, many of you had not qualified this exam and many newcomers, the first timers, wants to appear for this examination. And this is a very problem of confusion and so many things that so many students does not know anything about the UPSC prelims examination, that what is the structure of UPSC prelims examination, is it in two parts or not. Sometimes they reach to the centers and then they realize that they have negative marking. So in order to clear all the confusions, in order to make a structured analysis of UPSC prelims examination, this session is dedicated for especially for the newcomers, for the first timers who wants to appear for the UPSC 2025. So as the two pictures shows that here we have the general studies paper 1 and here we have general studies paper 2. So both papers are known as general studies. So you should not confuse here that what is GS and what is CSAT. So in generally the GS is paper 1 and GS2, which is the CSAT. So there is a difference between GS1 and GS2. In first time, what you can see that if your examination is getting started by 9:30 AM, so you have to appear for the GS1, which is paper 1, and in the second one, which may be around 2:30, so it is around CSAT. So and what is the full form of CSAT? So this is also known as Civil Services Aptitude Test, which is GS2. So these are the basic two papers of prelims examination. So unlike other examination, we have two sets of examination in two shifts. The first shift of the GS1 and the second shift is of the GS2, which is the CSAT paper. So here in this session, we'll discuss the various nitty-gritties related to the prelims examination. So first of all, we'll discuss the number of questions, total marks, negative marking, qualifying paper, that which paper is qualifying, which paper is decided on the cutoff basis. And why we are making this video, because many students does not have basic idea about the prelims examination. So before appearing in any examination, you should have a basic idea of examination, because many times I have heard and we always heard people that we don't know that there is a negative marking and we attempted full. And many times people does not have this idea that negative marking is by 1/3 or 1/4 or 1/2. So you should have a crystal clear idea about all these things so that you can garner more marks and you'll have a conceptual clarity about your examination, and it will boost your confidence also. So we are going to discuss the number of questions. So as I have already discussed that we have two sets of paper in this examination. So first paper is GS1 and second paper is GS2, which is also known as CSAT. So we have two examination. The first shift is of GS1 and second shift is of GS2. If we'll talk about the number of questions, then we have 100 questions in GS1 and we have 80 questions in GS2. So this is about the number of questions. You should not confuse here. In first shift, we have 100 questions. In second shift, we have 80 questions. Because many times students get confusion like this, that both have this 100 questions. No. In GS1, we have 100 and in GS2, we have 80 questions. So this is about the number of questions. Now we'll come to the second one, which is about the negative marking. This is very much important, that how much negative marking is that. Before that, we must know that what is the marks of these two papers. So we have GS1 and GS2. So if we'll talk about the total marks of these two papers, so GS1 consists of 200 marks and GS2 also consists of 200 marks. So here you should not confuse that this is question of 100 and this is 80. It means that here one question has 2 marks and here one question has 2.5 marks, because division basis is on the number of the questions. If we'll talk about the negative marking, so in each paper we have 1/3 negative marking. It means that if you get corrected question, suppose that you have 100 questions, and if you have done any kind of negative or wrong questions, so there will be the less marks of 1:3. It means that 1/3 of the right question will be deducted. It means that in simple language, if you are committing and if you are doing wrong of 3 questions, it means that your one correct answer will be minus. So this is about the negative marking. Similarly, we have the similar pattern in the CSAT paper also. So this is about the negative marking. Now we'll come to the next one, which is about the qualifying paper. This is a very biggest confusion, that which paper is qualifying in nature and which paper is not qualifying in nature. So in GS1 and in GS2. So GS2, which is CSAT paper, is qualifying in nature. It means that we have 80 questions and we have 200 marks. And you need to score 33% to qualify this paper. So for 33%, how much we need? So we need 66 marks, because this is of 200. In board examination also our paper is 100 marks. So there also we need 33 marks, because this is a 200 paper. So that's why we need 66 marks. And for 66 marks, how much we had to get correct our questions? So we need 27 correct answer or correct questions to achieve this 66 marks. It does not mean that if you are correcting only 27 questions and rest of the questions are wrong, it means that you can qualify. No, because there is a negative marking. So by minusing and by subtracting all the wrong questions, you have to complete and you have to make sure that your 27 question is right. And this is known as qualifying paper. So in order to qualify for your prelims examination, you need to score 66 marks, at least 66 marks. So this is the qualifying paper. And we have another thing also, that what is the cutoff for the paper 1 and cutoff for the paper 2. So here you must know this, that paper 2 is of the qualifying marks and paper 1 is decided on the cutoff basis. So here there is a difference, that we don't know that what is the cutoff for each year. Each year the cutoff changes and category wise it changes also. So we don't know that what is the benchmark of the cutoff, because sometimes it gets 72, 75 also, and sometimes it's 100 also. So this year also we don't know that what is the cutoff for this year prelims examination. So it depends and it changes over time, how much the paper, how many students are appearing, what is the strictness of the paper, what is the level of the paper. So it changes. So paper 1 is decided on the basis of cutoff and the second paper is qualifying in nature. So here there is no role of cutoff. If you are scoring out of 200, 150 marks, the only 66 is required. But there, if the cutoff, suppose that if you belong to general category, if you belong to OBC, SC, ST, then we have PH category, we have different categories. So every category had a separate cutoff and you need to qualify that cutoff according to your category. So we cannot decide that how much we need to score in GS1, but it is a general suggestion that you should not make so much negative marking in GS1 and you should try to attempt more questions. But if you are not feeling assured and if you are not feeling assured about any kind of the question, you should not randomly tick any of the question, because that will negatively impact your performance of the whole paper. So this is a small suggestion for the GS1. And for the GS2, this is a quantitative paper. Here so many aptitude testing, like we have this, what you can say, this mathematical examination, reasoning, we have this English paper. So you need to be pro, not just pro, you need to qualify and you need to have revision of all these sectors, like English also, you should know English, you should know whatever the required mathematical skills, and you should also know the reasoning skills. So these things are very much required for the CSAT paper. And what we have seen that in the last attempt, so many students had qualified the GS1, but they had failed in GS2. So you should not take lightly the GS2 paper. If you belong to a engineering background or mathematical background, still you should not take it very lightly. You should take it very seriously. And you have to prepare your prelims examination by balancing both the papers. So you should equally pay attention to both the papers. And being an aspirant, you should know that which is your weak area. So you have to work onto that area. So this is the basic difference between GS1, GS2. I had made the confusion clear about these kind of things, that what is the total marks, what is the negative marking, how much we need to score, what is the qualifying paper. So this is the basic idea about the prelims paper. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section and do prepare well for your examination. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.